Oh wait. Okay, so we are currently live. Hello
Are we?
everyone. Yes.
We are?
Yep.
Because I'm at your
Prove
stream.
it.
Oh, wait. Do you not use Twitch TV anymore?
No, I use Hitbox.
No, he just.
God damn it. I don't know what the link to that is. Give me that link.
Just give.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm the only one watching.
Did you forget to post this again, Kalon?
No. Oh shit. Oh, it still needs to. It needs to install. Well, this gives us a perfect opportunity.
Good job.
Whatever. Look, I
Not
never.
that anyone's seeing this.
Yeah. I can't even type for some reason. I think for some weird reason.
Darth Vader can't even look at you.
Well, I'm seeing the type.
No, like I'm trying to type in the chat and it's not letting me. Like my keyboard isn't.
I'm seeing you posted a you did
Well,
a thing.
okay. Well, apparently my other keyboard is working. I don't know why.
Oh,
Whatever.
the keyboard's broken. I have to
No,
tell people that
it's a-
every day.
Brand new keyboard.
Doesn't mean it's not broken, Kalon.
This is the best start to the stream we could have possibly asked for. Thrill as the game installs
Well-
and Kalon tries to sort out the whole keyboard thing.
Well, hold on. I just recently got two keyboards.
You know what would have fixed this problem, Kalon? If you were playing on PC.
You know what? No. I already Look, I already bought this fucking game twice. Once for the Xbox and once for the PlayStation 3. So I'm not buying it a third fucking time, alright?
If you paid
You're
attention
really
to Humble
loud.
Bundles, you only would have needed to buy it half the time.
Oh, hold on. Ooh. For some
Who is-
reason... Alright,
Who is Ape?
I am. I am.
You are?
What?
I turned
Oh,
my...
he's gone. He's died.
Heave died? Oh, no.
I'm gonna try adding him again.
You
Alright.
knew it was at 9, right? Did he even know about this, Kalen? Did you bother to tell him?
I told him.
He was in the other chat. He knew.
Alright, so we're gonna
He
talk
was made
about
aware.
how fucking dumb the Star Wars Expanded Universe is. And once this game gets installed, you'll see
It's
some of the dumbest,
Really
but
dumb.
for right now, I'm going to save
I
my
mean, the Star
particular
Wars
trump card, but for later. But
the Star Wars Extended Universe is pretty much dead and buried, but we're gonna dig it up and kick the corpse around a little bit, and you're
Yeah.
welcome to watch.
so the first dumb thing I can think of is the Sun Crusher.
I'm just gonna
Well, actually, the first
I'm
dumb
just
thing
gonna go
I
to
can think of
Wikipedia
is this
and,
hour-long install time.
It's not an hour long. It's almost 33% done. You
The,
Jackass.
the Force
My
Unleashed
plan
and the
for
Force
tonight-
Unleashed 2 had huge install times.
Yeah, my plan for tonight is to go to Wikipedia and click on random article.
The Star Wars wiki, though.
Let's see. I'm
specifically.
gonna do that right now. Yes,
basically
let's see here. Random article.
the worst.
Composite heavy
the
plating.
the Sun Crusher was
Transport V.
basically the book's answer to what could be more threatening than the Death Star, because the Death Star was one of those things that you needed to one up because it's the books, and the books always need to be like bigger, better threats. It was the size.
Oh, hey.
Bigger, longer, uncut.
It was it was big enough to fit one person, and it basically fired missiles into the core of a sun to cause it to go supernova and destroy the entire solar system. It was super dumb. And it looked like an ice cream cone, essentially. Like a chrome ice cream cone. It was really fucking awful.
Jeez.
Really, the only
There's,
two
um,
worthwhile.
I
the only-
found
the only two
I
worthwhile-
found an article.
Go ahead, Ape.
Okay, I found an article for a droid that has a single line in an episode of the Clone Wars show. Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Oh God. Please read it for the stream because I'm not streaming the chat either. So.
Well, whatever. It's basically they friggin' it's unnamed B1 battle droid, one of those things that looks like the Gungans and are terrible.
Oh right.
In 22 BBY, this battle droid, along with two others, ambushed and apprehended Naboo Senator Padme Amidala while she was speaking to, I don't even know how to pronounce this name, Akananda Far. I don't care.
Onaconda. It's like
Bullshittiest makeup it
anaconda,
is.
but with an O.
Yeah, that's about par for the course. It's the senator then to contact her compositions. Basically, he goes on that basically says, just shut up. That's like the droid's line is, be quiet. And then he gets cut in half by a Jedi.
Wow.
And it has 2 paragraphs.
Wow.
Well, 3. 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs for this droid. I'm going to click random article again.
Let's see. The two coolest things that came out of the Star Wars Expanded Universe were the Timothy Zahn books, which Ape has pointed out aren't even that good. They're still the best out of like everything in here. But
no, that belongs to the X-Wing series.
Oh, that's right.
That basically followed Wedge.
KOTOR was good, yes. KOTOR is good. The Clone Wars cartoon, not the CGI one, but the cartoon one done by the Samurai Jack guy, that was really good. And
yes, that was good.
And Republic Commando, the video game. Republic Commando is a good video game, but it is not on the PlayStation 3, and I don't even own an Xbox 360 anymore.
You know what else
I
it's
like
on?
that cartoon
it's on
because
PC, you knob.
Yeah, but I like the Clone Wars cartoon, not the Gennady Tarkovsky animated one, because Grievous was actually a fucking threat in there, not dude who got his ass kicked by a blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was scary in that.
He killed like 20...
fucking frightening.
He killed like 20 fucking Jedi in one episode.
Yep.
Gee.
It was a very good
okay,
cartoon.
here's an article. Here's an article. Sackcloth. Sackcloth is a type of clothing. That's the article.
Goddamn, Wikipedia is so desperate to put shit on there. Oh my god.
Oh, well, it's like the regular Wikipedia, except with less moderation, and people just post whatever the hell they want.
I'm gonna try.
Micro power plant is another one.
I'm gonna try calling Heave again.
Unidentified Kashiri Sith holiday. A holiday was created by the Kashiri to commemorate the arrival of the Sith on the planet Kesh. The holiday featured a parade with costume jesters. That's the article.
Wow.
Imperial Supply. Imperial Supply was an organization within the Galactic Empire responsible for keeping Imperial military forces supplied. In 9 ABY, they set up a house under orders from Grand Admiral Thrawn for the clone of Jedi Master Jorah Sabaoth on the planet Jomark. Thank you, Wikipedia. I could not have lived without that information.
No, that information was completely vital.
The Lineage system. The Lineage system contained Lineage 3. End of article. Why is that necessary?
Because reasons?
The Ulabaus ice bands were rings of icy rock orbiting Ulabaus in the Coruscant system.
Deathcab, we've already talked about the Sun Crusher and how dumb it was. However, I did not point out the fact that at some point...
talk about it at length.
At some point, Han Solo did steal the Sun Crusher, and he drove it around, and, like, his son thought it was the coolest thing ever. Holy crap! What? No, Jesus. Random! What was that? Oh my
Random,
god.
did you, like, drive through a tunnel?
I think he died.
Random was hit by a meteor.
That's the shower going. Sorry. I'm just gonna mute for the next 5 minutes while the shower runs.
Okay.
Are you getting a shower while you're... You know what, never mind.
There are other people in my house, Abe.
Anyway.
Get rid of them.
Anyway, there was, at some point, I think during the Sun Crusher arc, the Emperor came back, like basically he had clone bodies that his Force stuff could like possess. And the thing is, this was supposed to be like, hey, the Emperor's back. He's a huge threat, and also he can't fucking die. But they just repeatedly killed him over and over again, just eliminating any threat that he had.
Oh, it's done.
It's done. Yep. So, welcome to the stream proper. This is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. It is the stupidest video game based around the EU.
No.
No?
Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 exists.
Well, I wasn't counting that. I was counting both of them in like one thing. I'm just gonna play on fucking Apprentice. I'm just gonna play on fucking Apprentice because holy shit.
I want to share a story about this. Apparently, while they were making this game, they were visited by George Lucas, and they were like, "Hey, we'd actually like to get our protagonist, General Good Guy dude or whatever, a Sith name like Darth something." And they're like, and apparently George sat for a minute, and then he's like, "Okay, how about Darth Insanus or Darth Icky?"
Okay.
True story.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's a thing that happened. That's George Lucas, everybody.
Copper Popper, no, this is not as dumb as the lightsaber suit, but it is the dumbest video game based around the Star Wars EU, and that being said...
Just call it the Star Wars EU.
Yeah, this based around the Star Wars EU, and since the lightsaber suit guy is not in any video games, yes, I think he is the dumbest thing in the Star Wars expanded universe ever.
Yeah. What about that dude who was the clone, or who was the Emperor's son, who had... Well, no, okay. He wasn't even the Emperor's son, he was a guy pretending to be the Emperor's son. And, basically his name was, like, Triclops, because he had 3 eyes, so his name was Triclops.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so dumb. You know what that's fucked about the Star Wars EU, or Star Wars EU, excuse me, is that nobody, aside from Timothy Zahn, has ever brought up the fact that Luke kissed his sister. Like, nobody. Like, like, apparently everybody just forgets that exists. And, like, even Timothy Zahn just, like, mentioned it offhand. He was like, oh, yeah, I guess I kissed my sister once, but we didn't know we were brother and sister at the time, so, oh, God. Okay, so there's this guy. He's about to come up and talk to Darth Vader in a second. I wonder how long his Wikipedia article is.
Does he have a name?
I don't even know what his name is. Darth Vader will say it.
Let me...
No, Darth Vader will say it in just a second. Hold on. Right now he's just tromping along. The guy hasn't even shown up yet, so...
Let me see, I bet I can
Oh, I
find
forgot to
this
turn
here.
on subtitles. Hold on.
Good job, jackass.
Oh no, he just says Captain, I think. He doesn't say anything about names.
Well, then you Google Captain from the Force Unleashed prologue.
Vest, the thing about being good or evil is that good or evil choices in this game do not exist until the very end when you choose which boss you want to fight. So, and we're not going to get to the end of the game by that end of the stream. Unless, of course, this game
You mean this isn't an awesome speed run?
No.
I will admit...
Is it because you're terrible?
Opening your game with Darth Vader throwing a bunch of Wookiees off cliffs is a pretty good way to start a game.
There is no subtitle. Oh, display subtitles, yes. Okay, there we go. Yes, but...
His name is Ozzik Stern. No, wait, that's the wrong guy. Hang on.
Ozzik Stern is a guy who shows up later.
Yeah, he shows up later.
So basically, the best way... the best thing to do in this level when you're playing as Darth Vader is grab a stormtrooper and throw it at a Wookiee. Oh, but I missed. But
Yeah.
he moved in a very interesting way.
I forget. Do they disable your run button or not?
Yeah, they do because
Yes, they do.
I want to
because
say they do.
yeah, they
Darth
do.
Vader is like one of those
Vader should
stompy
not
guys.
run.
Yeah. It's a good thing that they disable it because I would have been angry that Darth Vader can run because he's just a big old robot now. And
Honestly, this level was the only good thing about this game.
yeah, pretty much.
Just being Darth Vader, throwing Wookiees through things and off things, and then impaling Wookiees on your lightsaber.
I really
Basically,
really
I want Wookiee Murder Simulator.
I really, really wish that this entire game was just basically you playing as Darth Vader instead of the lame-ass putts they make you play later.
To be fair, I mean, as far as interesting lightsaber combat goes, this was probably the best game for it
No,
up to this point.
no. Jedi Academy.
No,
Jedi
Jedi
Academy
Academy
had-
had the same basic lightsaber combat as Jedi Knight 2, and that's mostly just mash the mouse button. There was no combos, there was no force powers
Yeah,
involved.
there's no combos in
And
this.
when you look at
basically,
the
either.
Yeah, there were.
But
I've played
No, there
those
weren't.
games.
Well,
I still
I mean,
have
there was-
Jedi Academy
there were
on
sort of,
CD,
but-
you motherfucker. There were force powers.
in this case, there were force powers. That's not what I'm saying, though. But in The Force Unleashed, you swing your lightsaber a couple times and combine it with force powers, which is a lot like what happened in the prequel trilogy, which is what a lot of people... The only thing people liked about it was that lightsaber combat wasn't just using baseball bats.
Yeah, but also
So-
lightsaber combat had like no consequence whatsoever aside from looking cool, and they had no character building moments, which were the entire purpose of lightsaber combat. I think because like most lightsaber combat ended with like some huge revelation or some like character changing moment, like when Obi-Wan just fucking died and Luke had to realize, oh shit, things just got real. Or like, you know, at the
Yeah,
end,
but you're expecting the prequel trilogy to be good
well,
and have
yeah,
any of
I
that.
guess. But
It was all about
You know how that could've
CG
been-
and how...
yeah, it was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they all. It just missed the point completely. But yes, it's not. We're not talking about the main movies, though. We're talking about the extended universe,
yes.
which is this
Well,
this thing
we
here that we're
can.
looking at.
So okay,
We
let's,
don't have
Wait,
to...
is
not
this-
talk about
Is this what?
Is this actually considered canon or not? I forget.
It used to be considered canon until they wiped the canon.
Well, yeah, I thought George Lucas liked this one.
He
Oh, well.
did. No. Basically, anything that was in the Star Wars canon is no longer, or expanded universe was no longer canon. Like now, it is only the movies.
Well, that's not... No, that's not necessarily true. They haven't determined a new canon since Disney bought Star Wars and LucasArts, but at the same time, the stuff before the prequels could still be canon, and the stuff in between the prequel and original trilogy could still be canon. So this could still be canon. What's not canon is all the books that occurred after the original trilogy.
Which is
So
a
the
shame
Thrawn
because like the
trilogy,
only books that were any sort of good happened after the original trilogy.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's
But-
get back to making fun of
Yeah.
the EU instead of.
Okay, so
Instead of-
the
But
stupidest
it's hard, Ape. There are redeeming qualities to the EU.
like the stupidest
Name
thing.
one.
The Dark Emperor trilogy.
Was that the one that I just fucking
No.
talked about where fucking the Emperor just keeps cloning himself over and over again? That's the stupidest shit ever. That's so
No,
dumb.
because it's completely realistic in context with Star Wars.
But it completely negates the Emperor as a threat because they just keep killing him over and over. So it's like, if he's not threatening, then why would I then?
The point of the series was never the Emperor being a threat, it was the Empire being a threat. Luke Skywalker was always going to become more powerful than the Emperor. the story of Star Wars is not about the Emperor.
You're-
It's about the Skywalkers.
Let's just talk about some
And-
stupid shit.
Let's
Because,
talk about the Star Wars. Let's talk about the lightsaber whip. Let's talk about that.
oh god, the
because
lightsaber
that's
whip
the
is
dumbest goddamn
fucking-
thing in the world.
that is almost as dumb as the lightsaber suit, but not quite. So the lightsaber whip, I don't
Almost.
really get. I don't really get why that is even like a weapon, because the moment the whip starts moving, you can use force powers to just like move it a little bit and cut off somebody's head. It makes no sense.
There's probably supposed
about-
force canceling whatever in there.
Now, the thing about whips is that they only work like they do because they're rigid. I don't see how you can make this lightsaber work like that.
I don't know,
And
but
without just
Midichlorians.
but in the
Midichlorians is how it works like that.
in the Darth Bane books, there was a woman who used the light whip, and she was supposed to be like really super powerful and everything. I'm like, yeah, right. Oh my god, the Darth Bane books. I wouldn't call them like the stupidest
thing is-
thing, but they were pretty dumb. The first one was alright, I guess.
Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page for it. However, the light whips feature just as many drawbacks as advantages. We'll name one advantage. The light whip blade was difficult to control. No shit.
I know,
Able
really.
to just as easily maim an untrained wielder as an opponent, and was weaker than the standard lightsaber blade, as it could not always penetrate durasteel armor or walls, and many substances could survive the direct hit. It needed to be swung wide to gain momentum for an attack, and it was difficult to use defensively, as flexible tassels were not well suited for parrying, leaving the wielder vulnerable to great speed and brute force. In fact, light blade whips are even known to short out violently when struck with a light force. These are basically the stupidest things in the entire world. Is
Yeah.
what this game is, or what this article is saying. And the article is. That's what's also really stupid, is because a lightsaber it deals damage by prolonged contact. And a whip is the exact opposite of that.
Anyway, I'm tossing this dude
Think
around
about that.
because
A
it's
whip
fun.
will just... They admit that even in the article, that it can't cut through shit because it doesn't touch things for more than a split second.
Yeah. Welcome to the Star Wars EU, where they tried to make every medieval weapon into a lightsaber and failed miserably.
There's a Star Wars Cat of Nine Tails, which is possibly... or a lightsaber Cat of Nine Tails, which is possibly even dumber.
Yeah, probably.
But is it
Let's see
dumber
what
than a
else we
suit
got.
of
What is
lightsaber
light-
armor?
No, nothing is dumber than the suit of lightsaber armor. I would say that the light whip is less dumb than the suit of armor.
Hold on. What is a light club? I'm going to find this out.
It's a club.
Okay,
I
light
assume
club.
it's like a punching glove.
A light club, also known as a great lightsaber or a great saber, was a weapon similar to a lightsaber. However, the special focusing crystals and power systems enabled this rare lightsaber... I can't talk. Lightsaber to project a blade up to 3 meters in length. These large lightsabers were generally used only by beings of immense stature. Why? A lightsaber is damn near weightless.
Yeah.
Gork, a mutated Gamorrean Dark Jedi, used such a weapon.
Oh my god, there was a Gamorrean Dark Jedi. What the pigmen?
Yes,
Yes.
Get a
the
Jedi.
Dark Forces. Yeah. Everyone, midichlorians, Kalon, everyone has them. Come
I
on.
know there was a Hutt Jedi at some point, and it was like the dumbest thing I could think to make a Jedi.
Was it called Jedi the Hutt?
Until, that is, they made the Yuzhong Vong Jedi, which I don't know how that works, considering the Yuzhong Vong are supposed to be dead to the Force.
Yeah, well, apparently Anakin
Okay.
was born from Immaculate Conception, so anything's possible. Honestly, I think it's easier to make fun of the prequel trilogy than it is to make fun of the
want to say,
EU.
I want to say that there are lightsaber tonfas.
There are. In fact, they are in this very game.
Don't with tonfas you hit yourself pretty often.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
I mean, that's one of the styles is actually bouncing
Jar
the
Jar.
thing off of you.
I'm pretty sure there is a Gungan Jedi at some point, but I'm not sure. I can't name any specific
Well, let's
ones.
see. Underwater lightsabers.
I'm looking up Gungans right now.
Oh, there are underwater lightsabers because there is one guy, Kit Fisto.
Yeah, Kit Fisto.
He uses his lightsaber underwater quite a bit. It's like some sort of special like sealed lightsaber with a special crystal in it to make it actually work underwater. But otherwise, it's like.
There was a
Exactly.
Gungan Sith.
Oh, there was a Gungan Sith. Okay.
There wasn't a. Yeah, there was a Gungan Sith.
Really? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Misa being dark, icky. God damn, I could not possibly be threatened by that guy. He could murder my family and be like, oh, you're just adorable.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
adorable in the idiotic,
So,
retarded
you-
kind of way.
So you know that when I try to think of the dumbest
Tell me
thing...
that he died by tripping and falling on his own lightsaber. I want that to be reality.
Apparently, there was. Speaking of
find out.
which, there was some fan theory that Jar Jar was actually extremely force sensitive, and that all of the times that his clumsiness actually saved the day was actually the force moving through him.
That's stupid.
You know
He
what the
was
stupidest
clearly,
fan theory is?
he was clearly the progenitor of the Three
It's that
Stooges.
Mm-hmm.
That one is the stupidest fan theory.
Yeah.
I do. There are some episodes of the Clone Wars show that I kind of like, where the clone troopers get saddled with babysitting Jar Jar, and they eventually figure out that they can weaponize him just by pointing them in the general direction of the enemy and setting him loose. And they just sit back and watch him dismantle the entire enemy fortress by accident.
Oh man, I actually have to watch that. I want to see that now. Oh god. One thing that was in a comic that they recently made into an episode of the show was Darth Maul survived being cut in half and thrown down an endless pit, so he got robot legs and started looking for Obi-Wan to kill him.
I would like to point out that this was actually an animation on Newgrounds way before the show even existed or was thought of. So Darth Maul still being alive is old news.
Yeah. But it is still the dumbest thing,
It's
because
like a
dude
Darth
got
Maul
cut
see
in
what
half
he's
and
getting
fell down like a pit that was deeper than... I don't even know how deep
Now,
that pit is.
in all fairness, if that the lightsaber would have cauterized him, he could have possibly survived that. He'd be really fucked up.
What did he
if
land on
shitting
in
a
this
bag for the
endless
rest of
pit?
eternity.
Yeah, but hey,
he probably
how would
grabbed
anyone get him
something.
out of this endless pit? There was nothing to grab except that one thing Obi-Wan grabbed on because...
I don't know. We didn't see down there.
yeah, we did. It
know.
was black and endless.
I'm not saying it's not dumb. I'm just saying it's not quite the dumbest thing.
So yeah, they make you do a tutorial on
I mean-
force gripping, even though you did force gripping as Darth Vader before this thing.
Except you may not have known how to move stuff around and whatnot. This is actually a tutorial I can buy, even though there was already the prologue.
You know, the entire
Oh,
game
man.
should
I
have
still...
just been playing as Darth Vader. I'm sorry. I would have loved to play the entire
Hold on.
game as
Hold
Darth
on.
Vader.
Pause. I want everyone in the stream to go look up a photo of Darth Maul and just look at how bad those prosthetics look. Just go do it. We'll give you like.
Also,
we'll
Heave
give
is
you a
in the
minute.
call
Just
now.
Go do it.
Sort of. I think he's still getting ready.
And so intelligent.
He's still
It's a
dead.
pretty good act. What do you call it?
The Maul Prince.
Oh god, the
Oh,
Maul
let's
Prince.
talk about.
Oh god, okay. Ape has to talk about the Moffrents now because he brought it up and it's the best thing.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
Yes.
the Moffrents is basically all the Grand Moffs got together and had a Moffrents in the Moffrents room of their Moff ship, and I'm not making any of that up.
No, he's not. Are you looking at the thing on the Wikipedia right now for the Moffrents?
I am. I'm gonna post it here, just so that everyone knows I'm not lying about this. The Moffrents.
The Moffrents.
Oh yeah, that's where that Moffat guy gets all his writing ideas for Doctor Who.
Oh.
Basically, all the Grand Moffs got together and decided, all right, what are we gonna do about this whole dark side thing? It's kind of killing all of us. It's the stupidest thing, and I think that all of the extended universe writers collectively got together and decided to pretend that it didn't exist.
No, I'm pretty sure that honor belongs to the holiday special.
No, see, the thing
Holiday
is, once it's in the EU, they can't ignore it. Everything that was ever released in the AU is true forever.
This oh yeah, I forgot this is in the same place where Trioculus, who was the pretend son of the Emperor's, who was pretending to be the Emperor's real son, Triclops, because he also had 3 eyes in his head.
So, now we're playing as Starkiller, and he holds his lightsaber backwards because that definitely wouldn't cut off your own arms at all.
Eh, people hold knives and swords and
but-
shit backwards, and it worked okay for them.
It looks
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
It looks...
Knives and swords aren't made out of plasma.
No.
Force-controlled plasma. It's all the Force. Ah. Everything is explained by midichlorians.
No, I fucking remember lightsabers. They talked about them having specially crafted crystals to focus the light, and God, I hate the EU.
Yep.
And it was all controlled by the Force,
Thank
essentially.
you, Disney.
Oh
Thank you,
shit!
Disney.
I just found the best photo here. This is the best. Here we go. This is the photo I wanted to share with everybody. How do I just post a message? Can I do that? Or post an image?
Oh, just post the image and make
If you're
sure it
mod.
says that,
You right-click,
JPEG.
hit copy link address, and put that in, I guess. I don't know. That's how I do it.
Put in the image itself, don't fuck around.
Whatever. There we go. Everybody take a moment to look at that.
Why is Cyclops in Star Wars? You're an
That's
X-Man, not
Leia.
Star Wars. Get out of here.
Why is Leia shooting lasers out of her eyeballs?
Why
I
is Leia
don't
Cyclops?
fucking know.
Oh god. Okay, so speaking of, oh god, I don't know what why this reminded me of this, but there
I think
is
stormtroopers are just like whatever.
there is a fake version of protocol droids that look exactly like C-3PO, but are actually assassination droids and are really actually super shitty at translating things. But it is the dumbest thing.
I don't know. I can see that. It's clever. I mean, they'd be
You know what I wish
really
this game
limited
had
and
that
really
older Star Wars games did?
I mean, it would make
I wish I had
sense to
this
make an
number,
assassin look like something mundane and, threatless.
Ah.
So if you have the Force, you can Force pull shit. Why don't you just throw your lightsaber around everywhere?
Because I
You
don't
haven't unlocked that
I haven't
power
unlocked
yet.
that. Yeah, I don't have that power yet. You can do that
You
later.
just
though.
toss the guy.
Jedi.
What? You can toss guards, but you can't
Jedi.
toss a lightsaber.
No.
Ah,
Well, no, you need
doesn't
to
work that
control
way.
the
You gotta
lightsaber the
level
whole
up.
time, and
You got like
Yeah,
the
you gotta-
No,
No.
it's not lightsabers.
I forget
Like-
if you unlock that next level
No.
or if you do I actually have that from the No, I don't actually have
you
that
can
from the
unlock it
get-go.
at any time. You just need to get the correct amount of.
No, so I know certain powers are
Cubes, I think.
unlocked at certain powers are unlocked in certain levels. Like I don't get lightning until next level.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Also, lightning
fucking
is
distinctly
easily
remember
the
them
most
talking about
overpowered horsepower
lightsabers.
in
Oh, yeah.
any Star Wars game.
Yeah, and in this game in particular, lightning is like the only useful thing.
KOTOR 2, KOTOR 1, Jedi Knight, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Academy, this game, the next one.
Okay. I've looked up more information about that picture just because I love that picture so much. That's a Leia Organa droid
Okay.
who was going to be married to Trifuckum. And basically that was their plan to kill this guy, is we'll just make a droid that looks like Leia and have him shoot, and they'll shoot him to death with laser eye beams. And I want to quote apparently Trioculus's dying breath. Ah, demon of darkness.
Well, okay. Okay. Whatever you say, Trioculus. Whatever you say, you can use your final words.
Yeah, of course it worked. Of course it worked. This is the
It's
Star
because
Wars
you. Every stupid
universe.
thing ever worked. Kalon, you're so bad at getting the secrets. Holy shit, jump up there.
I did eventually, but like I tried getting them from down here because sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. I don't know. They're kind of finicky to be grabbed anyway, and you can actually grab them way easier in a later bit. Yellow lightsaber crystal. I don't actually want to switch the crystal because if I switch the crystal,
see, fucking crystals, not the Force.
well, if I switch the
fuck
crystals,
Well,
it
no,
actually
okay, so-
forces me to the last checkpoint.
So here's the thing.
No, I would-
So
I like that these
the crystals
Zors are
change
all
the color.
zippers.
Yeah,
No,
so
but no, I
the
wouldn't
crystal
use
changes
ones.
the
He goes
color
on
of the
about
lightsaber.
Crystals focusing the lightsaber, not the Force, but Luke whined about the dark side for like 50 fucking pages.
No. So what it actually is the way because it's made of plasma and light, the force is used to control the length and the size of the light beam.
No, it's all force field based.
Yep.
No,
No,
it's force
that's what it is.
So
No,
it's
No,
like
it's not.
It is
not
force
force
field.
field.
No,
Yes, it is.
so
It is force
no,
field.
no. Hold on. I choose to accept. I choose to accept Random's explanation because it makes that scene in Spaceballs a lot funnier.
Now we're fucking proper Star Wars stream arguing about canon.
Force
Extend-
upgrades.
Well, it is
Yeah,
making
and-
fun of the EU in a way. It's making fun of the different
Well, yeah.
things of the EU.
All right.
I
Can
did
you just remember
talk
where this
about the
shit
stupid
is, or
Death Star one-upmanship.
There's a
But, oh,
Wikipedia
man.
article just. There's a Wikipedia article for November 2nd, just for that day.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
what happened
the
on November
fuck?
2nd?
Okay, apparently Tom Lyle was born, Brian Augustine was born, Whit Hetford was born, Return of the Jedi Weekly number 20 was born, Kobe and the Star Hunters of Star Wars Droids aired on ABC, Sunstar vs. Shadowstone of Star Wars Ewoks aired on ABC, Darksaber was published, and X-Wing 2 Rogue Leader 2 was published. Ooh, Darksaber. Let's talk about Darksaber. Because
I
that's
actually only know
stupid
one
as
of
hell.
those things.
Okay, basically a Hutt had the great idea to build a Death Star, but instead of just building all that friggin' bullshit with troop housing and all that, he just built the laser. Which is not a bad
Oh,
idea
God.
in
No,
and
it's
of
not.
itself. And, you know, because you don't really need all that shit. Just to build a planet-destroying laser, and it looked like a lightsaber, so they named it the Dark Saber. And this probably would have worked.
I fucking
Except that, you know, he went with the lowest contract bidder and it blew up when they tried to use it. That's how the book ends. They basically would have. The Rebel Alliance would have all fucking died, except that the Hutt went with the lowest bidder and he blew up when he tried to use it. That is the only thing
I
that
feel like
saved the
you've
Rebel
mentioned this
Alliance.
before.
Maybe I have. Maybe I
Pretty
haven't. I
sure
don't-
we've talked about this in some stream or something. I don't know.
Probably.
fucking red.
Huh.
But this is the Star Wars
I'm so
dumb
pissed
stream,
off.
so I'm going to talk about something dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always. Yeah.
Hey, another dumb Star Wars EU
But,
thing. Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMO they released. Did any of you play that
Yes.
at all?
No.
I played.
Yeah.
I played the beta, and then I was like, "Wow, this is
Yeah.
exactly like This is exactly everything I hate about MMOs." so I stopped playing.
And everything you hate
Let's
about
talk
Star
about the
Wars.
actual
yeah.
game you're playing right now. I always like bending those things in such a way that they would be sitting out that the TIE fighters going
Yeah,
by
that's
would
actually-
smack into it and crash.
That's actually one of the ways to get the special achievement. And I'm trying to show off an Easter egg that's up here. But I can't
This
get
is
it.
going to be the rest of the stream,
no,
isn't it?
No, I gave up. Basically there's a Republic Commando reference up there. That's one of the dude's helmets. It's just up there for no reason.
Which one of the dudes? Because I'm pretty sure they all had more or less identical helmets.
No, they didn't. It was the yellow dude.
Which one was that again? Was that Delta?
That was
Was that-
the leader. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't actually remember that
that's-
much about Republic Commando, except that it was pretty good. It was a pretty good
Yeah.
shooter.
It was a pretty good first-person shooter for a Star Wars first-person shooter.
Plus, you could knife things and their shit would get on your visor, and then you had like a windshield wiper going across. That was pretty cool. That was my favorite part of that game. It was a windshield wiper.
Let's see.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about what I think is the absolute dumbest thing to ever grace the Star Wars expanded universe. Star
I've got one
Wars
too.
zombies. Basically, the Empire found some sort of black goo, and they put it in a prison, and this black goo killed people and then turned them into zombies. However, the zombies weren't completely stupid. This was like the only cool thing that I'm pretty sure was completely ripped off from another piece of zombie lore. The zombies could actually learn. So like if they saw you opening a door, they would learn how to open a door. But basically, the way that the book ended was the goo ran out of power and all of the zombies just ran out of juice. That was seriously
Deus Ex
it.
Machina
I
seems
actually
random
kind of
box.
enjoy that.
And
Yeah, I
I
kind of appreciate
like
any
when
story where the
zombies
heroes
story-
only went by pure
Yeah.
stupid.
oh no, you haven't heard the stupidest part yet. For some reason, Han Solo and Chewbacca are in this prison as this is happening. So it is a book about Han Solo and Chewbacca fighting zombies. Yeah.
That sounds like the
Well,
sort of thing that
I
could be
mean-
either really great or really stupid,
It's-
depending on who handled it.
It's really stupid, and also they wrote a prequel explaining where the black goo came from. Apparently, the virus or whatever it is actually powered by the dark side, and it's like a Sith creation or something.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
shock. Something
we need
evil
to
in
know.
the extended universe is powered by the dark side.
I know.
How surprising.
That would be really stupid. Of course it's stupid. It's the EU.
That's not true. Not everything in the EU is stupid. Look at Mara Jade and how many people actually like her and are upset she's not going to be in the new trilogy.
Wasn't Mara Jade the Emperor's personal assassin who was supposed to kill Luke Skywalker but ended up marrying him?
Yup.
Yeah, but then she
Mara
turned out to
Jade.
be awesome later on in the extended universe and all sorts of shit.
Didn't she spend an entire book crying about her miscarriage or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, wait.
That's
One of the
that sounds like you're
it was those
confusing.
stupid. It was this. No, I know. I remember this. It was one of the one of those books with the Force dead people,
Oh, the
Who
Yuzon
invade?
Vong?
and they
Yeah.
they poison her uterus, and she spends an entire book crying about her poisoned uterus. And this is the character that everyone loves so much. To be fair, I guess that one's
Hilarious.
on the writer.
Anyway, I'm going to
Maybe
talk about how
it's
dumb the
We're
Yuzon
moving into
Vong
uncomfortable
are.
territory.
I'm going to talk about how dumb the Yuzon Vong are
But
now that you brought them up. The Yuzon Vong are like the stupidest fucking thing in the... is the worst extended storyline in Star Wars. Because I really, really fucking hate the Yuzon Vong. Oh my god. They are
one, because they
a-
killed Chewbacca. Two, because it's also dumb.
Yeah, basically they come from another galaxy, and they are dead to the Force.
okay.
So, they have living spaceships and living weaponry, and they hate machinery. And they also buy off the Mandalorians so that the Mandalorians like fight for them, but eventually like I think the Mandalorians may betray them or something. I don't know. But it is a really fucking dumb storyline, and it is nothing but pain and misery.
Sounds
I
like
have
a
here the
race
Star
made up
Wars,
of
the
deviant
new
gods
essential guide to
overseas.
characters. Let me read you about the Yuzong Vong, if
Oh,
I can
God.
find them. Let me just search through here.
While you're doing that,
Yeah, here we go.
apparently there was a
Because I
Sith
can.
Wampa.
What the fuck?
I don't know that that's in here.
His name
so
was Kukak.
there was Nom Anor, who was one of the more notorious Yuzong Vong. If you'd like, I could read you his encyclopedia
No, that's
information,
alright. That
or I can
is
find another
alright.
one.
Please
Alright.
do it.
No,
Okay,
I
on,
think there's
do
a
it.
better one in here. Let me let me just look through here and find one of the better ones. I know there was one who I think had like some weapon. I've read through this thing so many times. It's very outdated though, so you're probably gonna have to add a whole bunch to it. But let me just look through here, find it. Give me about 12 minutes. It's a pretty big book.
Wow.
There's actually an entire encyclopedia entry devoted to the pod racer pilots we see for about 6 seconds in the first movie.
It basically, if it was on
Yes, everyone has a
screen,
backstory.
if it was on screen for more than 2 frames in Star Wars, it has a Wikipedia entry.
Oh, yeah, here we go. War Master Tsavang La. I would like to ask the chat and you guys, why do the Yuzong Vong have Asian people names?
Because racism.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you know that every
job
alien
throwing that guy out
race
the
is just an
window.
Earth culture, but colored differently?
So they have a creator god who sacrificed his body parts to birth the lesser gods. And this one particular Yuzong Vong suffered countless mutilations for his devotion. He is a war master. Yep, they had war masters. This is,
Of course
Wait,
they have
wait,
War
wait, wait.
Masters.
of course they do.
What about war rookies?
Those enemies
War
And,
novices?
Laser.
War journeymen. War adepts. War artisans.
And their armor is actually larval armor scales.
Yep.
And they
Because
use medieval
hate
weapons that
technology.
apparently were matched for
Lasers.
lightsabers.
Yeah, what is this room with
They
lasers?
have lasers.
I don't know why this room has lasers, but it's really fun to shove enemies
no.
into them.
Also,
Yeah,
the
you
gods I
force
think
push
are
these
attacking
dudes and they
with
disintegrate.
lasers.
It's awesome.
Why do they have tasers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they have tasers. They
Same
just
reason
do.
they have tasers against Batman instead of guns, because that's all they had left in the armory.
Go kill this Jedi.
They had,
Here's a
they're running
taser. Have fun.
shoestring, but
Oh no, they weren't expecting the Jedi to be here. They were only expecting stormtroopers.
No, they were expecting the Jedi to be here.
expecting a Jedi. They were expecting
Yeah, they were
Vader to
very
be here.
explicitly.
Goddammit!
No,
Yeah,
only
they were expecting.
only Koda was expecting Vader, and he was only the only one supposed to be fighting him. Oh my
He's
god!
Well,
the
you know,
leader
Coda
of
and
these
all those-
assholes.
Oh, don't blame me. I voted for Kodo.
So hang on,
but
how come
seriously.
Vibro Swords exist? How come Vibro Swords existed and then
Because-
none of these guys have awesome swords?
Rules of
Because-
nature.
They have
Kodor
tasers
needed
and
a rank of
lasers and
sword
shit.
Below lightsaber.
I forget which
That's
way.
the whole
So
reason
why
they
didn't-
exist is because KOTOR needed a rank of
Oh.
sword below lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's
No other
entirely
reason.
it.
Can
One
I talk
good-
about the sun?
Yeah, go nuts.
Yeah, great. Awkward silence.
Oh,
All right, so
hit random.
so who else wants to bring up what they think is the stupidest bit of Star Wars EU? Because I already brought up mine, which was the
Turn.
zombies.
Yeah,
we
Kalen
talked
did
about
the
the Star
zombies. I
Crushing?
did the
That's-
mall friends. We've just mentioned it. You can talk about it at length. Go for it.
I don't know, I was just looking at the Wikipedia page, and it's pretty horrible. It is the DeviantArt OC of Starship superweapons. It's apparently nearly indestructible. It's the size of a normal starfighter, so like an X-wing or whatever, and it destroys entire solar systems by making their sun go supernova.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because they needed something more powerful than the Death Star, but they couldn't just do a Death Star 3, even though they eventually did a Death
Oh,
Star
yeah.
3.
and it's super stealthy, and it's undetected, and it's hyperdrive, so it can disappear instantly, and like, go fuck yourself. Yeah,
It's
okay.
like if a
Car's
3-year-old
son-
child is in an argument. Like,
No,
no, my
like-
starship is better.
No, basically the entire Star Wars EU is basically a 14-year-old who was like, well, Star Wars was cool, but what if it had, like, a spaceship that could destroy the sun, and you had this Sith Lord, and he had armor, and it was covered in lightsabers, and also you had this guy, and the Emperor came back, and he was, like, but he was in clone bodies, and he wasn't, and, like, they kept killing him over and over, but he kept coming back, and, ugh.
What
Oh,
if
yeah,
a
here's the fun
Wampa was
part.
a Sith?
What if a Wampa was a Sith?
The Sun
Actually,
Crusher,
I think
it
Wampa
was built
Sith
by
might be the
diverting
new
funds
stupidest
from a
thing.
Death Star project. So, like, this fucking thing was built on a fraction of the Death Star cost. And just, yeah,
So
loads of
like
solar
the-
systems, no problem.
I want to imagine
It's
like an
basically made
office
from Death
space
Star's
scenario.
trimmings. Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, I mentioned it in the
We've
chat.
asked
Can I talk about
stolen
something I
millions
enjoy
of
about the
dollars.
extended universe?
That it's dead?
No,
Yeah.
Tag and Bink. So, Tag and Bink were joke characters when Dark Horse still owned the rights to the EU comics. Tag and Bink were these guys who basically just fucked around a lot and messed up, and they were. It was a comedy reprieve from all the seriousness of the EU around it.
Yeah.
And so
Broken Skull.
it was an alternate universe where they placed themselves in all these important events. For example, they were the stormtroopers that got distracted by Obi-Wan at the Death Star
Oh, they went dead.
because they snuck in as stormtroopers. And they were also the people who got Boba Fett out of the Sarlacc pit. So it's just this whole thing where they're the ones who do everything, and yet they're a pair of idiots. Tag and Bink is probably my favorite part of any Star Wars extended universe canon. In
Okay,
quotation.
well we're
Now
talking
they're
about
dead.
that. Let's bring up something. It's what makes the extended universe so stupid is that nothing can just be a thing. It has to be something special. Like Luke looked at this droid in episode 3, so it must have been this super special Omega droid that was also secretly a Jedi and blew it out its power converter or whatever, or blew out its. Actually, while we're talking about that, apparently that droid, the R2 unit that he was looking at in the first in episode 3, was actually a Jedi
Well,
and blew out its own.
Oh, what,
blew
the
out- what did it-
R4D.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
R4D6,
selflessly
I think.
blew
or
out-
something. I don't know.
blew out one of his own components because he knew that R2D2 had to go with Luke. I'm not sure whether
Hey,
or not
roll
this was a joke.
R4D. Hit D6s. For,
Yeah, nothing.
fucking force damage.
Nothing in the Star Wars EU can just be allowed to be on its own. That dude, that guy in Empire Strikes Back, who you see for like a split second running through Cloud City and he's carrying an ice cream maker. No, he can't just be a guy running around. He was carrying a data bank full of Rebel secrets, and he was risking his life to save the Rebel Alliance by throwing that thing out of the chute so that the Empire wouldn't get it. And I'm not joking about
Again.
oh my god.
The
Right.
EU is entirely original
Everything.
character Donut Steal.
Everything in this stupid Star Wars movies has to have this grandiose backstory where they save the world, or where
That's
they were
only
secretly
some
going
authors.
or they're going to destroy the world. It's a big.
I feel
it
bad
happens
here
enough
because-
that it's a problem.
It's true, but I feel bad here because I actually do enjoy most of, or some of the EU. There are some authors who are problematic, but then you get the good actors the good writers who just want to make Star Wars better, and it's not just a paycheck to them. And they don't do these Mary Sue characters. They create an enjoyable book. And that's how the Thrawn trilogy got created, and that's how there are so many other good stories there. And good characters.
No,
Not everything is just.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
Trilogy ain't
crap.
that
I'm not
great.
going to deny
books.
that.
Look, the Thrawn trilogy is better than
I'm
most of
not-
the other stuff in the EU. Okay.
Absolutely, the
Yeah,
Thrawn
that's like
trilogy
saying
is
hitting
probably the
head is better than
pinnacle
being
of
smacked on the
EU.
balls.
It's
Not really. Remember
it's not-
Luke, the evil clone of Luke Skywalker?
but then
His name
you've
is
got
just
so
Luke
much
with
bad
another,
crap in the
you-
original trilogy too. Everyone
I
ignores
want
how much
that.
crap was actually also in the original trilogy. The original trilogy wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of it was just George Lucas going on a power trip because the first one was so successful.
Actually,
look
he
at
didn't
Empire
even
Strikes
write,
Back.
He didn't even write most of the second one.
No, he didn't, but he interjected
That's why
a
it's the
lot.
best one. Yeah.
You know, I actually dislike Empire Strikes Back because I find it kind of boring. My favorite's Return of the Jedi. I know other people share that opinion, but it seems to be an unpopular opinion.
I cannot believe you said that the Return of the Jedi was better than Empire
I-
Strikes Back. You
I
dorcas!
like
Take that
it.
out of this
No,
stream.
no. Shut up. No nerd fights. Not
no
here.
nerd fights.
Not now.
What the hell is happening with this turret?
No
It's-
nerd fight
oh
to
my
our
God!
EU conversation.
Oh my god, I hope you guys see that, because that turret was just sliding on its own. Excellently programmed game. Oh my god, that is the best.
I don't know how far ahead your actual gameplay is.
I don't
Yeah.
know either, but man,
Did you just stab a dude to death in a corner? How far
Yeah,
away was that?
okay,
How
I
far
think-
away were you?
I know. I think you guys missed the moving turret, unfortunately, because that
Hell, dang.
it was just sliding on its own, and it was pretty great.
You're too busy yelling about the original
let's-
trilogy.
We're having a nerd slap fight. Thank you for breaking it up.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about the huts. Let's talk about the huts are.
It's not.
I actually think from what I remember, I kind of like the huts because not all of them are like Jabba. Some of them are actually likable, and aren't.
There was
out
a
to
Hutt
screw
Sith.
There was a Hutt Sith, yes. But
I don't know how that
Okay,
works.
name a race, there was a Sith about it. Alright, I can guarantee that.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Every single race has had a Sith in the extended universe. We can't keep saying, oh, there was a
droid.
Sith of X race, because there was a Sith of every race. Because for some
Link me to a
reason,
protocol
people
droid,
refuse to make Jedis. I think every extended universe writer just has this power fantasy and wants to create Sith.
Because evil is cool.
I'm pretty sure there was a Wampa Sith.
There is a
I'm gonna,
Wampa
I'm
Sith,
gonna
yes.
look that up and find out.
Yeah, we talked about that. We were going on about that for a while. It was in the
was-
chat and everything.
It was
His
so
name was
dumb.
Kukak.
Kukok. Oh yeah, there it is.
Can't
Hey,
bet
it's
a
right there.
Yeah,
there we go.
Ewok
There it
Sith.
is.
I don't
Here,
think
let me
there was
just
an
link
Ewok
that.
Sith, but there was probably an Ewok Jedi at some point.
There was. Hold on.
I'm
let me
looking.
look him up.
Okay, Ape's probably ahead of me on Ewoks.
Can
let's
Metachlorians
see, there's at
themselves
least-
a Jedi?
Probably.
There's more than one. Yeah, apparently the Ewoks just hung around and joined the rebellion
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because they're terrifying little creatures, and they were going to eat everyone. They're tiny
What
little...
the hell is this
They're
picture
tiny little
from?
Wookiees is what they... What picture?
What
is-
picture?
I don't understand the pictures they have on Wikipedia for the Ewoks. I don't. It doesn't. I just. I love Return of the Jedi, but I hate
What was
the
I gonna
Ewoks,
say?
and that's one opinion I share with everyone. Nobody likes Ewoks.
Nobody likes Ewoks. It's just like
Creepy
nobody
little
on. It's like nobody over the age of like 7 likes Jar Jar.
In
I've met
regards to the
7-year-olds
horse
that hate
Sith,
Jar Jar.
in regards to the horse Sith,
Horse Sith?
someone
What?
looked at Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, there's a rebel pilot that looks like a horse. I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that actually exists. And I
So,
think someone just looked at
Star
Beta
Wars
Ray
is
Bill
cheap,
and
I
decided,
know.
hey, if there's a horse in Thor, why not put a horse that can do shit in Star Wars too?
Oh, by
Man,
the way,
you just fucking destroyed General Coda. Holy
I-
shit!
well,
that
I'm
was
playing-
the fastest fight I've ever seen.
I'm playing on the easiest difficulty because fuck this game.
And you still fucked up the
Fair
QTE.
Well,
I'm
I
disappointed.
love the fact that the QTEs you cannot lose on them. No matter how hard you try, they will just keep going until you succeed.
Yeah.
There is
There was.
there is no consequence for failing the boss QTEs at all, and it is ridiculous.
Fucking hate when you cross lightsabers. That doesn't work.
Yep, there it is. Someone just linked the horse rebel pilot in the
Yeah.
chat, so you can all see exactly what I meant when I said Beta Ray Bill. I knew I'd seen him. That's one of the pictures that they've got on the Wikipedia
Oh,
is
good.
actually directly
just killed
from
ourselves.
the Star Wars Encyclopedia. Yeah, end of game. We crashed on the planet and died. Game over. We can stop the stream now.
Yep.
We just flew off the top of a ship because that's how physics works.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
But
not
don't
arranged
you-
alphabetic. Oh, it's last
But
name.
don't you know the Force and the... Yeah.
Metachlorians, Kalon. Just blame it on the Metachlorians.
Yep. Oh, I
Yeah,
love...
this guy was part of the shit. What was he? He was part of the X-wing series, which I actually liked.
Up
I
to
still
a
have some
certain
of those
point.
books.
The
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first, I think, 5 books were the good ones, and then after that they got dumb because they switched
Yeah,
authors or something.
There's
Here's
a Gamorrean
here's
pilot, and they named him
Hoface's Equesh's. Here's Mr. Horseface's encyclopedia entry. He is short in stature for a Thokwash, which is apparently the race of horse faces. He joined the New Republic after the Battle of Endor, and like all members of his species, he possesses multiple personalities,
Oh my god.
with each mind, in quotation marks, exhibiting unique abilities and dispositions. His nickname is Runt. He became one of the founding members of Wraith Squadron and fought in the campaign against Warlord Zinj. He worked as the squadron's physical trainer and kept the Wraiths in good spirits as their unofficial morale officer.
Oh my god.
How would that even
Yeah.
work if you can have different skills and you're a pilot? Just in the middle of
I don't
piloting,
know.
you switch to a personality that's a fucking artist. Yeah, fuck you.
Well, actually,
Oh, I have
hold on.
lightning
Oh,
now.
that's actually kind of a thing. That's actually a thing. Is that you can kind of split
Oh,
someone's
God.
mind up, and it'll have separate personalities, and that actually does that.
It's true. Dissociative
And-
personality
Except-
yeah, in
disorder
real
is
life it happens.
It's it's not entirely stupid, and it's not entirely stupid that there could be a race that evolved like this, but it is still pretty stupid.
Well, no,
That
think
they
about
have force heads
DID.
for
If you
faces.
don't have memory between your personalities, you just
Yeah, but
black
they also
out.
don't fly
It
spaceships.
doesn't. Horses don't have opposable thumbs, so they have a horse face, but thumbs and feet. So
Like, no, maybe I'm being ableist here, but I don't want someone with DID to fly my airplane. Even though airplanes are
I was
also
actually
on my computer
reading
now, that's besides the point.
I was actually
Go on.
very recently read a book. It's a sci-fi novel. It's called Blind Sight, and one of the characters actually has their brain split up into multiple parts, so they have multiple personalities, and they did this willingly. It's because the multiple personalities have different insights on things, and it was actually kind of neat.
No.
Except they
It was interesting and
no, they don't.
it's interesting and fun. It's a book, damn it.
It's an interesting thought, but it is completely unrealistic.
God, the camera's fucking me up.
I'm mad about playing
Yeah, that's
things.
one thing I remember. I've actually been replaying this game because I got it through a Humble Bundle. And yeah, no, the camera isn't awesome.
The camera's pretty awful. Yeah.
For some reason,
The
My
for whatever
graphics
reason in this game,
does
the right
not-
trigger, Go ahead, Abe.
I just want to say that for some reason, my graphics card, I tried recently playing this on PC, my graphics card really hates this slag for some reason. It will not display properly.
Looks like shit.
just gets all
the
weird.
one thing, so
Hey, look! It's
in
an
this game, the
X-wing.
right
It's
analog
an
stick.
X-wing. I found an X-wing.
Hashtag
Okay.
reference, except X-wings didn't exist yet, so it was probably a Z-wing.
No,
Just by
actually,
the
it's
way.
Actually, I think X-wings did exist by this point.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
They were only created
Who
once
cares?
Han Solo joined the Rebels, so that should be a Z-wing. I only know this from Empires at War, which was a really cool RTS and space kind of game from Star Wars. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, the right analog stick doesn't control the
Oh, yeah,
camera
yes.
in
Welcome
this
to
game.
Canada.
So
Yes, it does. I don't know what fucked up computer control scheme you have going on, but it totally controls the camera for me.
see, when I rotate
do
my
the,
right
uh,
analog stick and I've got the X.
I just noticed it in the chat. Multiple personality disorder isn't actually anything that exists.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
It's
called
dissociative
DID now.
identity disorder. Yeah. It's been renamed
This multiple
and
personality
changed.
isn't
somewhat.
accurate.
It's not multiple
It's-
personalities, it's just
it's
your brain
not
has
anything like you
shatter.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah, I'm just-
personalities elicits sort of the wrong response from people, and that's why they changed the name. Much like STDs
Yeah,
to
it's
STIs. It's
also-
now no longer a disease, it's an infection.
Which I'm thankful
Which
for.
Kalon wouldn't know about. Hey yo.
What? No. I'm 5.
I don't drink,
All right,
so.
but yeah, the character in this novel did have that, and actually went through procedure to willingly do this to herself because reasons. Despite what I'm talking about, this novel was called Blindside. It was actually pretty good, and it
Also,
deals
hey,
a lot
Tumblr, go
with
fuck
whether or not we
yourself.
are actually conscious,
whoops.
how our brains work, and all kinds of crazy crap. It was actually
Hey,
pretty good. I
hey,
recommend seeking
hey.
it out.
Hey,
Shut up.
fuck Jawas! Fuck Jawas! Fuck Jawas! I love killing Jawas.
Spin. Yes.
I love killing Jawas, by the way. Jawas are my least aside from Ewoks, Jawas are my least favorite Star Wars race.
Are you sure it's not Gungans?
No, I hate Jawas more than I hate
which-
Gungans.
Which race is that offensive Jewish stereotype from episode 1?
Troydarian.
I thought they were both offensively Jewish and offensively Asian.
No, those are Troydarians.
And
Jewish.
Those are like the big fly things, and he's
oh wait, no, they had
Got a
that race
Yiddish
that was
accent.
entirely bankers.
what?
To be clear, it's the one who owned Anakin.
Yeah, Troydarian. I'm trying to remember
Fuck
how I'm
them,
supposed to
they're
get
terrible.
over there.
Yeah,
don't
there was the
remember how to
one
get
race
over there.
that was almost
Damn it.
comprised of bankers or something, and they were like really tall and had pale skin, and they weren't really a Jewish stereotype, but they were all bankers.
Oh.
Oy
It's
vey.
weird. Star Wars Extended Universe is dumb like that. Like,
no.
here's an entire planet of ice. Here's an entire planet of forest. Here's an entire planet of bankers.
Oh, hey, I can
The banker
blacklist
planet,
words.
located in the bank.
I don't remember how to get up there, so I'm not gonna get that secret because fuck this game. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, from now on board, Star Wars is banned from chat.
Oh.
No. I'm joking, probably.
Maybe.
Actually, I think I found out how to get up here. Maybe. Yes, I figured out how to get up here. Alright. The amazing spinning Jawa again. Which way is he gonna go? Whoop! Oh, I love doing that. Anyway,
You just look so jolly when you do it.
It is my favorite. It is my favorite thing to do in this game. If there's one reason,
If I had force powers, that would just be me all the time.
that is the only thing.
See how fast I can make a dude vomit.
This is the only good part about not playing as Darth Vader anymore. See, oh, he goes even faster when I spin him with the other control stick. All right, so oh god, what stupid shit can we also talk about Star Wars?
Here, let me hit random article a couple more times.
Okay, good. That's always gold. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the premise, I'm pretty sure you've all noticed by now, but the premise of this game is God of War, but Star Wars and somehow boring. Like even the spectacle is super boring, and anything awesome that you do is either done in cutscenes or is completely boring to play. Aside from spinning Jawas is pretty great.
I want everyone to look at this as a pretty good example of just how stupid Wikipedia is. This is an article for an unnamed man in a gray jacket.
Okay.
He shows up for a single frame in Star Wars A New Hope. A single frame.
His right cheek
And
was
this warrants an article. Yes.
Oh, shit! No, get out of my way!
Fucking Darksaber. Oh damn it, did I just close the stream window?
Maybe.
Yeah, I did. Lovely.
Anyway, a good way to kill those scavenger skiffs is just use lightning on them because they blow up instantly and kill everybody who is on there.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Shit.
Alright. This looks promising. I don't even have any idea how to pronounce this. You say Mongol? I have...
Mongol? Okay.
Stevens to call.
I just saw your link in the chat, Ape. Unidentified man in gray jacket.
Yep. Unidentified man in gray jacket.
Gray is spelt wrong. I just want to point that out.
Gray
They spelled gray
can
wrong.
be gray is
Oh, don't
spelled
start.
two different ways, and the way I learned
Yeah, what
it,
is the right way?
The way I learned, the way
Either is
I learned
acceptable.
the way I learned where different places spell gray is Gray for America, Grey for Europe.
Okay.
So
I can
you
settle
mean
this
literally
argument.
everywhere else except the United States?
Yeah.
Shut up, I've linked this in the chat. I want everyone to try to pronounce this name.
Chat argument solved.
Mongol.
You know what? I can guarantee you there's a pronunciation somewhere. There is
Most
not.
valuable
I stand
player.
corrected.
Maggot.
Okay, so... Just gonna call her Double M.
So why does this obviously
She's a
non-human
completely
creature...
unique- Yes, she's
It
a
has
completely
boobs.
unique
Why does it have
building
boobs?
without analog, even in species catalogs as extensive as those in the University of Sandbra. By the way, in case you're watching this afterwards, she just looks like a white girl with dreadlocks.
But she's pink.
University of
It's
It's
Sandra
important
Lee.
to note that she's pink. No, Sandbra.
I think
It's
that's
all
actually.
green.
Is that her suit? No, no.
Kalon,
yeah,
holy
that's
shit,
skin.
you need to push yourself during the jump. God damn.
I know. I'm being distracted. My dad came in to say goodnight.
University of Sandra Lee will be
Aw.
pretty great. Just all about drinking.
Yeah.
That's what I
It
do
was
every
believed by
weekend. Also,
some,
hey, happy Friday night, everyone.
Yes, this is what we're doing with our Friday nights. It was believed by some, including
It was Kalon's idea.
Chiss,
No, it's actually
to be
Eight's idea.
extra-dimensional in origin. Well, yeah, it was my idea, actually. Not to do it on Friday,
I would
but
like
it was
to point
my
out-
idea.
Well, you said
This
Friday
is
was the
probably
only
my
good, was the
second
only day
least
'cause you
favorite
did-
level in this game.
Because you do like dog training with your dog on Thursdays. So I would have done it Thursday, but
Yeah,
you were
I
like,
gotta
Abe,
No!
that's adorable. You're super cute.
Train the
super
dog.
cute that you do
Ride
dog
the
training.
shoop off.
That's adorable.
He's a damn
adorable,
puppy, and he
shoebox.
needs to be trained.
What kind of
He's
dog
That's
is
so
this?
cute. I wanna see
two-sided. He
pictures of
gets
your
over-
puppy.
It's a dachshund.
Oh, you got.
Yeah, he's
Pictures.
He's adorable, but
Pictures.
he's-
I want them. Pictures.
I'll get you some
Pictures
damn
right now
pictures
in the
later,
chat.
okay?
Right
No,
now.
no.
In the chat.
I
Let's
don't
go.
have any
Everyone
on
wants
hand.
to see your
I don't
dog.
have any on hand.
You are the worst dog owner. You don't have any
Ride-
pictures of your new
Ride the
puppy.
shoop off.
He's about
Fine.
a year old, and he's really overly excitable in public, and even more so because he was adopted, and we've only had him for 2 months. And he's just really overexcited in public. He just wants to be friends with everyone. We're just trying to get him to not run off immediately whenever we take him off a leash.
Okay.
That is my dog.
That is a
story,
problem
everyone.
with puppies.
Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
Star-
where's some Star Wars puppies? Where's some Star? Does
Okay,
Star
hold
Wars
on.
have any puppies?
Yes, I'm looking up dog right now.
Oh, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate exists in the Star Wars
Here's the
universe.
Wikipedia page. Yes, I know. It was in one of the books.
It was in the Timothy Zahn books.
Luke was like,
Oh,
"Damn,
good.
this
That's
is
an actual
coolest."
character. Oh, good. It's
Yeah.
a humanoid, because of course it is.
Ice puppy. Ice puppy. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, hot chocolate exists in the Star Wars universe, and I remember reading about it in one of the books, and like
So
Luke
does
is
coffee.
like, "Damn, this is good as." Yeah, like Luke's like, "Damn, this is good as hell." Lando, what you call it? It's called hot chocolate.
Yep.
What was, were we playing Pathfinder, or was it, Dungeon World that we talked about the coffee in Star Wars?
I think it was Dungeon World. They
It was during
they
the
don't,
Spelljammer Dungeon World.
they don't
Oh, wait,
they don't
wait,
ta-
wait,
they
wait,
don't
wait, wait,
call
wait.
it.
I just remembered the best thing.
Coffee. They call it calf or something.
Yeah, they call it
Kappa
cat.
Kappa.
Come here, guys. I just remembered the best Wikipedia page in existence. If you're watching this at work, and I don't know why you would be, but just beware that there is nudity on this page.
There really needs to be a
Wikipedia page
wiki
for-
on breast.
Dick butt kiss. Good old dick butt kiss.
Oh, interesting trivia about that six-breasted woman. She is actually a dead ringer for my great aunt, who is an actress. So on our first viewing of
Yes.
Return of the Jedi, when I was a very young child, my dad had to stop and rewind to verify if that was my great aunt. Fun fact.
Is she? Is she your great aunt?
Does she have?
She's not.
does she
No,
have
no.
six
As it
breasts?
turns out, she's not. Also, no.
So I
Cultural
forget.
significance of breasts.
Oh,
In
wow.
mainstream galactically Galactic Society, breasts were normally kept covered.
I'm twirling
Female
both sticks
patients in
at
bacta
once.
tanks could have their breasts covered, but in some cases they chose not to. Hold on,
Sorry,
I want to look up.
no.
the
Ape,
reference for
watch the
this.
stream. Watch the stream so you can see this Jawa. You might have missed it
I just-
already.
Star Wars Rebellion 2, My Brother, My Enemy Part 2.
I'm seeing that go.
Why the
Why-
fuck is this the DeviantArt on this Wikipedia page? Here's a fucking
Leia
DeviantArt
Organa
getting her
seemed-
tits.
Leia Organa seemed unperturbed by the sight of Shen breastfeeding in public on Dathomir, and Luke Skywalker was similarly unfazed when he encountered a fucking, I don't care, adept, I also don't care about this word, wearing only a sarong. Some Twi'lek dancers
Who the hell
were
wrote
bare-breasted. Nerds. Oh, God!
As
I
male
am
individuals that are biologically meant.
Trasa. Shut up! Shut up, listen. Trasa, a tree with pronounced breasts.
What? Oh, one cool.
In
Yeah.
her
Oh, damn it!
pseudo-human form.
Well,
It's-
okay, a cool
she-
thing about
she
this game
went
is
as
if you hold a
human.
guy with a gun long enough, he'll try and take a pot shot at you, but then he'll just spin around like a doofus. It's great. Little touches like this. Anyway,
Another cool thing about this game is
Oh,
actually all the costumes you can get.
no,
I do
not
like
all of the
costumes.
costumes, but some of
Wow.
them, yeah.
You can get a shitload of costumes, especially
yeah.
if you have the downloadable content, such as what you would have gotten on Steam if you'd purchased this in the Humble Bundle, Kalon.
Hey, guess what?
Um,
I have the Ultimate Sith Edition, so it came with all the DLC. Fuck you!
Oh, well,
That's not
I
something to
stand
brag
corrected.
about.
You still... You,
Let's talk about Kitty Tree Jedi, because that's a thing that exists. Let's talk about it. Trasa, I'm gonna pronounce that Trasa because it
Okay.
amuses me, was a female Neti Jedi Master who served the Jedi Order during the final centuries of the Galactic Republic. In the years leading up to the end of the Republic, Master Sa fell in love with fellow Jedi Master Thom. I want to see who this is. Hold on. It's a white guy,
Okay. So a tree fell in love with a white dude.
and served as his successor as the Jedi
Oh,
Watchman
no.
of the Kufi sector.
Goofy!
You know what?
I would like to point out that in the extended universe, there is such a Jedi as a brain in a jar. He's actually in a crystal that floats, but he's essentially a brain in a jar.
Let's see.
The Goofy sector. Yeah?
It's a fucking
No, the
creature
Kufi.
that-
Kufi.
No,
Love
but
and
K.
somebody said the Goofy sector in the chat, so...
Oh. Yeah.
This
Go.
is called the fucking Speaker of the Mind again, isn't it? Fuck that book.
I just want you to imagine the Emperor giving the Goofy yell as he's thrown down the shaft.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video of that somewhere.
That's going to be in the
Jesus.
extended edition.
I have a surprising amount of extended universe comic books, now that I think about it.
I have a surprising amount of extended universe comic books too, in the fact that I own at least one. It was
Let's see.
It was the Legacy comic series, which was actually pretty good until they made it stupid.
I have 11. And that's not including the fact that they're mostly trilogies and compilations.
Thank you, Heath, for posting the frog picture. That's essential for all of my streams. No, don't go back down,
Oh,
you
hold
stupid
on.
elevator.
Wait a second.
Although this one comic
Okay,
book I
okay.
have was the first experience I had with Tag and Bink, so I'm very thankful for that one. But I also
Hold
have
on,
the comic
apparently
book
she's-
of the Phantom Menace, which is not good.
Apparently, Tree Jedi Lady is hanging around with some Skywalkers, which is weird because this takes place before the Phantom Menace. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on here.
I think.
Well, the Skywalker name would have to have come from before that
Oh, okay.
because Shmi was never married, and so she didn't take the name from someone, which means the Skywalker name would have had to have started somewhere.
Apparently there
Oh,
is
holy
the
shit.
legend
Right.
of the Skywalker.
What do you think? No, this
So-
is like there's two separate Skywalkers that she's hanging around with apparently. And I just
Oh
wanna,
yeah,
I think that if Skywalker had been a Jedi, there'd been Jedi's named Skywalker before that would have come up when they were like, "Hey, we found this kid named Skywalker. He's super powerful. His midichlorian level's like way off the charts. It's nuts. Also, Qui-Gon's dead." But yeah,
Oh, here we
I
are.
would have thought that
Force
would have
upgrades,
come
that's what
up
I wanted.
in their big old fucking library. They would have been like, "Hey," some guy would have popped up like, "Hey." The
Hey,
nerd
Khmer
of the
Gooey.
Jedi's popped up.
Good news. Good news for that. There is a possibility that Star Wars will be in Kingdom Hearts 3, so we may get Goofy Jedi.
Kingdom Hearts is
Kate
most definitely not going to
Skywalker
include
and-
Star Wars.
That's
Just because it's owned by Disney, it's never going to make it in
No,
there.
no, no.
Ever.
Uh,
Forever.
Naruma
No,
has.
it's trust me, Kalon.
Holy
Kalon, trust
shit.
me. Trust me. It's
Naruma-
not going to be in
Stop
there.
what you're fucking doing. Look at this guy.
Okay, I will. Oh, Kate Skywalker. Yeah, I know Kate Skywalker. He looks like a dump. He looks
yeah.
like a dumpus.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking scrub. Yeah.
Like,
He's,
for sure.
He's the Padawan of Jedi Wolf Sazin.
see, like Kate. I actually like Kate Skywalker's story arc, but after a while, Legacy just got really dumb. So
That's what I've heard. Legacy Volume 1 and 2 were apparently good, and then Legacy Volume 3 is hot garbage.
No, wait, hold on. This guy is like this.
I liked it up
Yeah,
until
like
like
the
volume
grandson of
6 or
Luke?
7.
But wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure something out. This
Yeah.
guy is the great
Great-grandson.
grandson of Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Yeah.
running around with the tree lady who was before Anakin Skywalker.
Oh.
Something's not adding up here.
Well, she's a tree, Kate. She's a tree, Abe. Trees live forever, don't you know?
But she has tits. She's a tree with breasts.
Yeah,
okay?
she's a tree with tits.
No, that's her
Tit tree.
pseudo-human form. God, Abe, get it right. Get with the program.
No, they're trits.
This next
Do
boss
you
fight
think
is
she
actually
lactates-
a very
Hold on.
nice boss fight.
Hold on.
I like it.
Wait,
I
wait.
like this boss fight.
Do you think she lactate? Do you think she
she
lactates maple syrup?
No, it's maple syrup is boiled tree
No.
sap, you fuck.
It's a joke.
She
you
probably
ass.
lactates sap, but
It's a very.
no, it's a wrong
it's a
joke.
joke
We're
of very
Canadian. We
poor
take this
taste.
very seriously.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I
fuck around
forgot
with maple
about
syrup, man.
that. Okay, fine, whatever.
Oh, whoops. Ignore
linked
me.
imager.
I posted the link wrong.
Oh,
I have
Okay,
I
posted
so
think
the
it was
yeah.
Epic Yarm. That is not at all related to Star Wars. At all.
It's cute.
At all. But it's one of your favorites, which means... Wait, no. No, it's not.
What?
No, I thought it was one of your favorites. It's not.
Yeah, hi,
Oh
I
well,
don't have any
it's
right
cute
wing
though.
random
Kirby's,
shit.
Kirby's Epic Yarn is much better than any Star Wars extended universe that has ever existed and will ever exist. Kirby's Epic Yarn is great. Go play it right
Kirby's
now.
Epic Yarn
Stop
is
watching
the
the stream.
cutest thing, and is the best.
Yeah, it's... If you have a girlfriend, play it with her. If not, play it by yourself, you lonely person.
I played it with my niece, and she is 3, and she loves that game.
That's also okay. That is cute.
Hey, girlfriends only.
Okay. Okay, your
But, yeah.
lightsaber is made out of wood, which is kind of neat, but also I guess would be weird if you were a tree.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I forgot that there's a power up here to just like completely chump the mini boss that I just chumped. Like even
With
harder
lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boss fight is one of the reasons why lightning is so good. Purely
even a
because all those traps... Well, all those traps around the boss just make lightning so effective because they do so much damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god damn it!
What did
On
you
the-
find?
On the breasts page, There's a list of appearances.
Does the
And there's this, no, that's not the best part. There's not the best part. Somebody's calling for sources.
Okay, so apparently there's a couple of frames even in the special editions of Return of the Jedi where when Jabba sends the Twilight girl down into the pit with the Rancor, where you can see her tit. I'm wondering if that is one of the
Spent
sources.
nights.
No,
let me,
no. Because I did not
let me
know
see,
that
Star
before
Wars
that.
episode.
It was.
I'm looking it up.
I did not know that existed
Oh,
before
it doesn't
the
actually
internet.
list. It doesn't actually list like all the points in the movie where breasts are seen.
Oh no.
I don't know.
How
I'll look
horrible.
at the. Let me see.
Oh, that's right. This fucking part. Oh god. This is gonna be really easy to die on. I'm not gonna even bother going for
Don't
this.
forget the costume, Kalon.
No, I'm not
There's a
getting the
costume
costume.
around here. Get the
I'm-
costume. Get the
no.
costume. Get the costume. It's a
No,
cool costume.
I'm running-
Get the costume.
Oh god, no.
I am running right
But it's
past
a cool
where-
costume.
No, it is not. It is the worst
I like that
costume.
costume.
I think it's the worst
No, it's
costume
pretty
in the
cool.
game.
Show off all the costumes.
No. This is
100% completion stream, Kalon.
This is-
100%.
This is not a
Get the
Let's
costume.
Play. I am not showing off the fucking costumes.
Fine, fuck you. I'm gonna start playing The Force Unleashed and start a new game and beat you and do my own stream and get all the costumes. I'm not gonna do that. That's way too much work. But you should have
Alright, I
gotten that
found
costume.
the web
It's not hard
page
to get.
for the. I found the web page for the Twi'lek girl who's thrown into the Rancor pit. There's nothing about it.
Oh,
I'm sure you're all very disappointed.
I know. How? No, I can't. I'm just.
Where did you read that, Kalon? Was it TV tropes? It
No,
sounds
it
like
was.
TV
It was
tropes.
on Wikipedia. I forget which article it was in. It might have been in the actual movie, movies thing, but.
Let me see here.
That's
Oh,
a
God,
really
that's
long
bad.
link, and I'm gonna look at that and probably immediately regret it. That was a horribly
Yeah, I want to
long
see what the
link.
hell this is about.
Please tell me what it's
This
about
is an
later.
actual thing. This is a Wikipedia thing. What the hell is this, and why did you look this up? Did you just type words in randomly? Die.
It's
Dab chick. I read that as dab dick.
It's a
I'm gonna read
recipe.
all of this. It's not very long. I regret reading all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, I like how this boss becomes just a random monster now.
It wasn't even a boss to begin with. It was always meant to be a mini boss. The boss
It's
is
true, but
the boss isn't
you weren't
until the
expecting
very
it when it
end.
first happened.
And no, I
It
wasn't.
also
But that
got a
doesn't make it a
cutscene.
boss.
It got a cutscene, Kalon. Only bosses get cutscenes.
No, in God of War style games, most enemies get their own introductory cutscenes. Like every enemy in God of
this
War
is
got an.
most definitely. This is most definitely not at all like God of War.
No, not at all. Ever. Is only ripping off wholesale is only trying to rip off wholesale everything that made God of War entertaining.
Remember
So-
how like God of War was the thing to rip off, and now it's Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like for a while there, everything ripped off God of War, Dante's Inferno, this game, the sequel, and now everything's ripping off Batman Arkham City / Asylum / Origins. Not really Origins.
To be fair, that's a pretty
Nobody's
good game
ripped
to
off
rip off.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to rip off
It's
a game,
true,
rip
and
off
God of-
Arkham Asylum.
Thank you, Shred
Well,
Red.
it's true,
Every
and-
enemy in Wonderful 101 does get their own cutscene. Every single enemy.
Well, I haven't. Yeah, that's a good point.
So what kind of dude is this? Because he kind of looks like
I hate this boss
one of those- He looks.
I will tell
like
you what kind
one
of dude
those
this is.
things-
What?
This is an
you
annoying
remember
dude
when the-
on hard mode. That's what kind of dude this is.
I mean, what is he? He
Uh,
just looks like one of those. You remember the big four-legged green thing in the in the
Yeah.
Clone
Yeah.
Clone
that.
Wars
He's not one of those.
in the
No,
pits?
he is not.
He's got
Well, he
robot
kinda
arms.
looks like
He's
him.
just some kind of humanoid creature with robot arms, dude.
Yeah, but he has the same general head
QTE.
look.
Yeah, he does, but that's because they like to recycle assets.
He has the same general's head.
He's got also a lightsaber staff. I would just like to point out how small his lightsaber blade is and how useless that would actually be.
Yeah, because it has no
and
range.
how it changes. It also changes between
I
scenes.
don't know.
I'd like to. If you look closely, the camera angle will change and his blade will get shorter.
Oh, I forgot you can hurt these guys as they're spawning in. That's nice.
This boss, I really hate this boss fight. I
Yeah,
really
this-
absolutely do hate
This boss is
fight
really
with
hard
serious-
for this. This boss is really hard
Yeah,
for the
if-
for how early it is.
I'm playing on hard mode and I absolutely just really did not like this level. Every level after this is fun. This level, not fun. Not
You have
fun.
to come back, and it's the home to the most boring boss fight in the entire game, which should have been the best boss fight in the entire game.
When did I first play this? I think I first played this. I borrowed it from my uncle on PS3, and I almost finished. I got to the part where you meet the Rebel Alliance, and you go to fight Darth Vader. Spoilers. And then I stopped playing. I can't remember why.
Probably because
And
you
I'm
beat
playing
the
it
game,
on-
because Darth Vader's like one of the two final bosses.
I never beat the game.
Oh, you got to the very
Oh.
end. and you
I
quit.
never started
Yeah,
that
Mary,
level.
that's
though.
what I
got
meant.
to
I
the
meant
second
the-
last level.
With the Acklay thing. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I got to the second last level and
Ackley
stopped playing.
Ape.
But I'm playing it again on PC, and I have completely forgotten this game. It is not memorable,
No, it's
much like the rest of the EU.
this game is really just like a big blank.
It is mediocre, much like the fourth. Also, everyone check out Bobbin's The Fourth LP.
Oh, you're not that guy. Why am I trying to kill you?
All 12 people, go watch it. What the hell happened to you,
He just
Heath? Where have
sat
you
on
been?
the chunk.
Did you die again?
Yes, I do that.
Yes.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Yeah. See? This is why he's not in anything except Watch Dogs, which he's making. Go check
No,
out his
he's
Watch
in-
Dogs
And
LP.
like,
He's in
God of War,
Guacamelee
but-
and God of War and
Yeah, you're the one who's not
what
around for
thing you
anything.
just did.
Hey, I'm around for
We
Watch
fucking
Dogs.
tried
and
to get
Fourth.
Scott Pilgrim going.
Hey,
But
I
no,
was
you had
downloading
the
that
fucking
one
work
time.
schedule. And are we actually fucking doing a Borderlands 2 LP thing or stream thing or what the fuck the deal?
It's definitely an
We
LP.
be not K-Long.
Definitely for sure.
Okay, then I'm buying
let's-
Borderlands 2.
I never
I'm-
realized that the Mon Calamari just have like really messed up legs because you never see them from the waist down at
No.
all. At all.
that's why he's always sitting in a chair.
Or Squidman.
I would like to point out that we never
No,
ever
no,
in any
they're
of
not
the comics
Squidmen.
released
The
so
actual
far.
Squidmen are also.
I would
Why
like
the
to
hell
point
are
out
they
that in
called
any of the
calamari if
comics
not
that have
squid?
come out, we don't see their legs in
No,
the
they're-
comics. So the artist rendition is from a book, much like most of the character
no,
descriptions.
No, there's a different. There are there are Squidmen on the Mon Calamari planet. There are 3 sentient sapient species on that planet: the Mon Calamari, the Quarren, which are the squid people, and sentient whales.
So fucking calamari people aren't calamari.
No,
Nope.
no.
I hate everything.
Yep.
Allow me to summarize my
Yep.
feelings in GIF format.
Alright, I think I just beat the I just beat
Kazdan
the second
Paratus,
boss.
that's who you beat.
Yeah, so I think
Let's talk about
no,
let's talk
I
about
think I'm
good
done.
extended universe for a second.
Okay.
Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 was awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. I'm
Yep.
sure everyone will agree.
I missed 3 holocrons, but I don't give a shit.
So
Star
is this the
Killer
good
is
one?
feeling
Or is it-
feelings.
All right, once this
I'm
cutscene
still
is
looking at
over,
Star Killer has.
I'm gonna call it a night because holy shit.
All right. Well, that was some extended universe stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about as bad as this.
Crystal.
It doesn't get
No,
better
no, this-
except for the Thrawn
Let
trilogy.
me tell you something. As bad as the expanded universe is, this is pretty bad even for the expanded universe. Like this game is pretty bad.
Clean your
awful.
damn lightsaber.
That's not actually his.
That's
That's that was Caston Paratus, I think.
No, it was Red Dude. It's actually his.
Oh,
That's why it had a red crystal.
okay.
Yeah.
There's one more butt
Disgusting.
test.
Clean yourself up.
Also, this
You just
is
go walk around the
this
front
is
of
not an
this face all
in-engine
game.
cutscene. No matter what color your crystal is, it's always red in this cutscene. This is how bad the cutscenes look on PS3.
Oh, this is fucking pre-rendered? Oh my
Yeah, this is
God.
pre-rendered.
Yeah,
Holy
this is
shit.
pre-rendered.
Awful.
If I remember
Also,
correctly,
fun
this
fact:
was
this is how Watch Dogs looks in engine.
like.
This is what I've been waiting for. Let me fight.
No, this is better hair.
I will lead this assassin to the ancient. Not ready to face a Sith. You would surely be killed.
Well, not this particular character.
back
That
one's
hair is
like,
pretty atrocious.
Could I help?
Oh, dude. Check out that guy's face from the background.
Yeah, no, he's wearing a mask.
Like,
He's wearing like some hoodoo mask. It's pretty great.
No, I choose to believe that's his face.
No, they actually do show
You
their
cannot
faces
convince me
later.
otherwise.
No, they show their faces
You
later,
cannot
and
convince me otherwise.
and they're even better.
She hasn't been corrupted.
Yeah, that
alright,
chick is
so,
supposed to be a
our
Sithrak.
plan, we're gonna throw wave after wave
What?
of our dudes at the threat until this preset kill limit is reached.
Oh no, his preset kill
She
limit is in the
literally
hundreds
has
of trillions.
pants. Why do you make pants that don't have an ass? And only don't have an ass.
Alright, well, the cutscene's done, so I'm done.
Assless chaps.
Everybody say bye.
No, it's not chaps.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
See ya. This was stupid. This was a terrible idea. I don't know why we did this.
This is a bad game. You should play it. Everyone should play it.